All right. This video, I'm going to talk about the opportunities that are available here in Africa. Um, there are so many opportunities in Africa. Um, why I say this is because in Africa, most of the things that we do, we don't actually do. We don't. There is a lot of mediocre in when people are doing things, whether it's in construction, whether it's in manufacturing, whether it's in so many things that we do. There is always an element of mediocrity. When I say mediocrity, I mean that people don't actually thrive to achieve 100% in everything that they do. Sometimes, if you don't get up to 100%, it's okay. And this actually presents a lot of opportunities when you come to Africa and start a business. That is why when you see a lot of people like the Chinese and most of the British people, when they come here, they are able to start their business and thrive. But you'll find that most of us Africans, when we start our business, we struggle. And even our own African people, they don't have confidence in the products that we African people make or produce, because they know that most of the products, there's always elements of mediocrity. So it presents a lot of opportunities for anybody who can come here and start a business and make sure that you, in everything that you do, you are emphasizing on quality, customer care, and also always being on time whenever you want to deliver your products. So this gives a lot of opportunities. And another opportunity that is here in Africa is that in the construction industry, you will find that most of the big businesses are not being done by us Africans. I can give an example. I'm talking about like quarries. If you can go in all African countries, most African countries, I don't know, maybe in countries like Nigeria, but most African countries, all the quarries with something like to do with mining, in all mining industries are not done by African people. And even governments, they're not doing enough to actually assist some African people so that they can enter into this industry. For example, here in Malawi, you'll find that all the quarries are either owned by people from Portugal, people from China, those kind of people. Some of the people from the UK, they're the ones that own the quarries. But there's not even a single Malawian who's owning a professional quarry site. Most of the quarry that are done by Malawians is people in the villages who use a hammer to crush the stone and then they sell it. And we do buy from them also, because we do get the same quality as the ones that we're getting from the quarry sites. But these local people who are producing this, who are producing the quarry stone, cannot be able to satisfy the demand that is there. But now for somebody like me to start a business in quarry, it will require a lot of money. And that's why I always suggested that African governments should give these opportunities to our graduate engineers, get a few graduate engineers, let them get a site so that they can mine quarry, and then give them support them with the equipment. The government can actually have some shares in the business, and then the government can later on pull out of this business and then give the opportunities to these engineers to continue. This will help our engineers, because in the quarry business, there's a lot of money to be made. And when they start making a lot of money, they will have enough money for them to buy equipment so that they can start practicing the skills that they've learned from the university. They can start manufacturing things also, because we really need to start manufacturing here in Africa. As you can see, most of the products that we produce in Africa, they are sold as raw material overseas. And then when they get overseas, they are processed. And after they've been processed, they come back to Africa. For instance, cocoa. I think it's from Ghana, makes a lot of cocoa. And that cocoa is sold overseas in a raw form. And there they make chocolate and all those kind of other things. And then it comes back to Africa, and then we buy the chocolate. And also it's cotton. Most of the cotton, it comes from Africa. It goes overseas and processed to be turned into clothing. And then we buy the finished product. If we could be producing the finished products here in Africa, I think it will help. But for that to happen, we need to actually empower our engineers with the funding so that they can be able to have money and so that they can be able to do this manufacturing. But I think that governments should actually also play a role. But also with the coming of the African Americans, it's going to be a good thing because some of them, they've got the funds that they can mobilize, buy this machinery and come to Africa. So if you are in America or you're in the UK, you want to come to Africa and you have some money that you can buy big machinery for crushing stones, I can advise you that you buy this machinery, you come to Africa, get a site for your quarry and start producing quarry. And I'm sure your prices are going to even be reasonable because we are buying quarry, like here in Malawi, we're buying quarry at very, very high price. It's very, very expensive. And it's the same thing with machinery that will help you to make cement. Here in Malawi, no local person is producing cement. It's only that in Nigeria that we have an African Dangote who's producing cement. But if you come to the rest of Africa, it's none of us African people, Malawi, black people, are able to produce cement. So there's the quarry, the cement, even mining, we are not able to mine because we don't have the equipment for us to mine. So there's a lot of areas that you can go, and also like workshops. Some of you guys there have got workshops, you have garages, you fix cars and all those things. You come here to Africa to start this business. It's a very good business, it's a lucrative business. You get a lot of money because most of our mechanics, they are bush mechanics. They don't give us quality job. When you have your car fixed in Africa here, you don't get any guarantee. So I can have my car fixed now at a mechanic, and then I go out, and then just 100 kilometers away, the car is got the same problem. I go back to the mechanic, he will charge me again. So whilst the guys at that side, you give guarantee. So when a person comes for servicing the car, and then if you give him 6 months, or you give him a few kilometers, which is guaranteed, so that you can fix the car for free. Here you don't get something like that. Also in the medical industry, we are lacking doctors here in Africa, and we are lacking good hospitals and good clinics. So if you are a doctor that side, you select a country, one of these countries, you can come bring your practice in Africa, and you can start a small clinic, and you will see how much money you will make. Because also the same thing, most of the clinics and hospitals cannot give us good treatment. They are lacking skill, and most of them are not even passionate about the industry. They just shout at patients. So if you come here, you give the competition to these guys, and then we will see that the medical industry the health industry is going to improve. And for us, it's good that when you come here and bring these skills, you're going to work our professional guys up. They're going to start seeing that they can't keep on sleeping, because if they keep on sleeping, then they're going to be left behind, or they will eventually end up working for you guys. You'll find that an engineer from America starts a business and employs an engineer from Africa. But once you come here and you give them this competition, they'll start waking up, start doing things the right way. And like I say, you have to lead by example. And that way we can actually help to transform Africa. So these opportunities are there. And yes, so when you come and start your business, the best secret I can give you is going to be in your pricing. Make sure that your prices are competitive enough so that the ordinary person in the street is going to be able to afford. Here in Africa, we're getting high prices because most of the people, they have monopolized the industries. Like for instance here, like I'm talking about the quarry, it's only a few, it's like in my city in Lilongwe, we have about maybe 4 or 5 of the quarries companies. And because they're just 4 or 5, and they're also not owned by locals, they are charging us anyhow. So they're charging us a lot of money. I mean, a few years ago, quarry dust was waste. They didn't know how to sell where to throw the quarry dust. There was mountains and mountains of quarry dust in the quarry sites. But now, since the introduction of cement block, now the quarry dust is in demand. Now, what are they doing? They are raising the price. The government is encouraging us to start using cement blocks, but then the price of the quarry is just going higher and higher and higher. And every time it's going higher. But quarry dust, eventually, in the past, was supposed to be waste. But now it has become a commodity. Now they're taking advantage because there's no competition. they're raising the prices. So if you guys come, you bring your machinery, you start crushing stones, you are going to give these guys competition, you sell your quarry dust at a reasonable price, then you'll see that these guys are also going to be forced to lower their prices. Otherwise, if they don't lower their prices, they're going to be out of business. That's what we need in Africa. We need that competition. And also be transparent with your prices. Because in Africa, most of the people, they are not transparent with their prices. You know, when you ask for something, if you ask the price for a product, they always tell you, no, let's talk at the back, or if it's on online, they say now inbox me. They don't want to give you the price right away then. So when you come here, don't change. Continue being transparent. Make sure that people know about your prices and they know that they get what they pay for. And that's what you need here in Africa. Yes, so I just wanted to share about these opportunities that are available in Africa. There are so many opportunities. Farming, there's a lot of opportunities in farming. Up to now, if you come to my country, there is not many black Malawians who are professionally farming. When I say professional farming, I'm talking about farming using equipments like tractors and harvesting equipment. There's nothing like that. Most of the companies that are available doing farming like that, they're international companies. So we need black people to be doing this kind of farming here in Africa. And it's very, very important. There are numerous tourism, even tourism. We African people, we are not even taking advantage of tourism. We don't even understand the value of tourism. So guys come here, start boosting our tourism. That would be very, very good. And it will make us also wake up, so because now we will lead by example and we can learn from you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to share these opportunities that are available in Africa. Thank you. And I wanted to touch also on the medical side. In Africa, we are lacking equipment for medical diagnosis. Like kidney. If you want to test somebody for kidney, you want to test somebody for blood pressure, you want to test for heart diseases. So many equipment that you use to test people to find out whether they're sick or not. We don't have this equipment in Africa. So if you guys can team up together, the best way for you to be able to do this is to work together also that side. So you have a group of people, then you can put source and put money together, and then you buy this equipment and you come down to Africa. And you know what? You can actually franchise the whole medical industry. So you can have a hospital in Malawi, a hospital in Gambia, and a hospital in Tanzania. You know, if you understand what I'm talking about. And in the same thing when it comes to like industrial machines, you can also put money together because these machines are very, very expensive. And also, those who don't have big money to buy big equipment, there is also equipment in America and Britain that you can buy, like these big trucks that they are used to transport quarry. There's also these tractors that can pave the roads, the tractors that can be used to in the farms. Those equipments are very, very important here because we don't have them. Most of the people, when they're farming, they're using a hoe. I don't know if you know a hoe. It's like a stick with a piece of metal, and you use it with your hand to till the land to farm. Can you believe it? So if you bring this equipment, you can bring tractors that they can be used for farming in the farms. Yeah. So I just wanted to tap on that one. Thank you.